Welcome back everybody, Matt the Man here, hope you're doing well. So we had a new movie come out this weekend, Sinners. This is the new Ryan Coogler film. Obviously people should know Ryan Coogler from movies like Fruitville Station, Creed, the first Black Panther, the second Black Panther, and now Sinners. I was looking forward to this movie. I mean, I like Ryan Coogler, for Fruitville Station, Creed, and the first Black Panther. I mean, he was on a roll. Now, Black Panther 2, and a little dicey. I'm still wondering what the original script was for that movie before Chadwick Boseman passed away. I mean, I don't think it's the same script that we got on the final film. But you also got Michael B. Jordan, who is also is the new Scorsese DiCaprio team with Coogler and Jordan. They've done almost every movie together now. And for most of them, Michael B. Jordan was the main star. I mean, yes, the first Black Panther, he was more of a co-star. But Fruitville, Creed, Sinners, so they're the new DiCaprio Scorsese duo. And like I said, I like Michael B. Jordan. I mean, I think almost everything I've seen him in, he's done a good job. I still remember him all the way back to Friday Night Lights, the 4th and 5th season, where he showed up. And ever since then I'm like, yeah, you also got Hailee Steinfeld in here. I like Hailee Steinfeld. This is a western, a pseudo-western film. And while I was watching the movie, I was like, oh my god, this year will be the 15th anniversary of True Grit, the remake, with Jeff Bridges, Matt Damon, and Josh Brolin. And that's where Hailee Steinfeld made her breakout acting debut as the lead in that film, upstaging Jeff Bridges, Matt Damon, and Josh Brolin. So to see her back in like the western pseudo-genre that this movie is, Sinners, I was really like, yeah, look how far Hailee Steinfeld has come in 15 years. Not to mention, I haven't seen her in a movie in a while. And I realized I haven't seen her in a film, like live action wise, since Bumblebee in 2018. Yeah, she's been doing the voice of Gwen Stacy in the Spider-Man animated films. And yeah, she showed up in Hawkeye TV series back in 2021. But I mean, in terms of a movie live action, she hasn't been in a movie since 2018. Sinners. Positives. Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan plays twins. Nah. Are you twins? Nah. We're cousins. That was a joke, but he plays these twins, and they're both very different from one another. They both have their own kind of separate lives, private life, and the way that you can watch this movie, and then we see the distinction between the two brothers, both played by Michael B. Jordan, is astonishing. His acting in this movie is phenomenal. And then once one of the brothers turns into a vampire, which is in the trailer, so it's not a spoiler, it just takes on a whole nother level of his acting that I am just, flawed by how great he is. And then his scenes with some of the other cast members, his scenes with like Hailee Steinfeld, I mean, there's so much range, not only playing one of the brothers, but then the other one also. And he just does an amazing job in this movie. Not to mention, we find out the brothers were up in Chicago as gangsters working for Al Capone at one point. This movie is set in the early 30s. And I'm watching this movie too going, okay, I want to see a movie with Michael B. Jordan as a motherfucking gangster in New York. Back in that time. I want to see a motherfucking movie with Denzel Washington coming back like an American gangster with Michael B. Jordan. Directed by Ryan Coogler. Please, give me that movie. Yeah, like I said, we got Hailee Steinfeld in here. And once again, Hailee Steinfeld is a great actress. Like I said before, you go back to True Grit. You go back to like The Edge of 17. You go back to like Bumblebee. And she's so good in here. She radiates off the screen. Her scenes with Michael B. Jordan are great. That chemistry they have is wonderful. And it's like, Hailee, I want to see you do more movies. You know, put your singing career on hold. And, you know, the football player, you know, tell him, hey, you go play football and let me do my acting. But the real MVP of this movie is Miles Hansen. I have never seen this actor before. He plays Sammy, our main character, our POV into this world, into this story. And this dude has a voice. And I swear to you, this dude has a voice that could rival James Earl Jones. I am not joking when I say that. His voice is that deep and that just unique that I was like, oh my god. I'm like, oh my god, why didn't you get him to do the voice of Mufasa in 2019? Instead of bringing back James Earl Jones, who's like, at that time, like, in his like 80s. But dude, this dude is magnetic on screen. He brings so much life, but also a lot of complexity to him. And like, he can sing. And like I said, his voice, I'm just like, dude. The cinematography is great in this movie. They shot on location. You know, I think it was in, I want to say Louisiana, or somewhere in the South, Mississippi. I think either Mississippi, Louisiana. You know, it's in the South, people. Beautifully shot movie. So many great wide shots, landscape shots, shots of the sun going down over a field. The shots inside this building that they're having their club, the nightlife in, great looking. The shots of the vampires when their eyes are glowing red is great. Beautifully shot movie. Music, the score is great. I think you get that 30s, I don't want to say Harlem, but, you know, folk music, and it works. I was like I said, when they marketed this movie, I was wanting to see it for the vampires. It's a vampire movie, sort of. And I was going in for the vampires. I like vampire movies. We don't get enough of them. Well, we did get 2 of them last year, Abigail and Nosferatu. But we still don't get enough vampire movies. So I was going in for the vampires. Why not? You got the gangster and the vampire in the South. Come on now. And I was pleasantly surprised that over an hour plus into this movie, it is full of character moments, full of introducing us to the character that we're going to be following throughout the movie, the location, the city. Once again, getting to know these 2 brothers, getting to know Sammy and his father, the preacher, and he plays, the banjo and the guitar. He can sing. And then we get into Hailee Steinfeld and her backstory and what she's about. And I'm watching this movie going, like, over an hour into this movie, I'm not even thinking about where the vampires. I'm thinking, I can literally watch this movie and he can never show me vampires, and I am completely fine with that. That is how great the first hour plus of this movie is. Let me get into the supporting cast. Jamie Lawson, Delray Lindo, Omar Miller-Benson, Wunmi Musaku, and Jack O'Connell. Jack O'Connell plays the main vampire in the movie. It's a great supporting cast. Everyone that I just named has their own moments to shine. And along with Hailee Steinfeld, along with Michael B. Jordan. Great supporting cast. Especially Wunmi Musaku. I've never heard of this actress, and she was one of the best parts of the movie. And when I give it up to Ryan Coogler, I mean, he directed this movie on a level more so than Creed. I mean, maybe not as big as Black Panther, but just finding a way to incorporate freaking vampires where you don't feel like this is out of place or anything, but just the character development. This movie is 2 hours and 17 minutes, and I didn't feel it at all. And I went like at a 7 or 8 o'clock showing at night after working all day at work, and I was so locked in to this movie. And the script is, the dialogue is rich, and the dialogue is raunchy and naughty as fuck. People, I am warning you now, do not take your kids to see this movie, because the dialogue that they talk about eating women, if you know what I mean, they think they a lot, and they show it. They show a lot of that. I was like, I was coming in for a vampire movie, vampires biting people and sucking their blood. I didn't expect to see Michael B. Jordan going down on Hailee Steinfeld, or that guy going down on her, and talking about eating. I was like, what movie am I watching? They're really horny in the South, I guess. Of course they are. Some of my negatives though with this movie, I actually thought the third act of the movie was rushed. Like, by the time we do get to the vampires and the main vampire action, I think it flew by. I was like, wow, that's already it. I expected more. I wanted more from the vampires. So if you've seen the movie From Dusk Till Dawn, from back in the 90s, with George Clooney and Quentin Tarantino, it was written by Quentin Tarantino, directed by Robert Rodriguez. You are definitely going to feel that a little bit in this movie. Once again, just like that movie, two people go to a nightclub and having fun, and then all of a sudden you realize, oh shit, he's a bunch of vampires. Ooh. This kind of has that thing, since like I said, it's so far into the movie, till we finally get the vampires, that you're like, oh yeah, this definitely has a From Dusk Till Dawn feel. One scene in the movie that they're doing all this music, and I'm not going to spoil it, but they go like all the way to like present day music, and in this joint, and I like the creativity and what Ryan Coogler was going for, but I personally was like, why? What are we doing here? It almost took me out of the movie for like a second. I love the camera work. The camera's never cutting. It's just moving throughout the room. This giant space. And each person is a different era of music. And I was like, okay, I understand what you're going for, but why? It's easily one of the best movies of the year so far, easily. Now it's going in as a 5 out of 5. This was a great movie, a great Michael B. Jordan film, Ryan Coogler film. Even I enjoyed the vampires. Jack O'Connell, great vampire. We even hadn't seen Jack O'Connell sing as a vampire in his Irish accent. Brilliant. But let me know in the comments below. Did you see Sinners? Are you a sinner? I like how I'm recording this on Easter, so I don't know what that says. But let me know in the comments below. Did you see Sinners? Do you like vampire movies? Are you a fan of Michael B. Jordan, Ryan Coogler? Is this going to end up being one of your favorite Ryan Coogler movies? Let me know in the comments below. Matt here. Hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment.